All right, let's do this. So have you ever heard of the Dvorak keyboard layout? It's the one that was designed by this guy. He was like, hey, computers were invented. We don't need to use the typewriter keyboard layout anymore. Why don't we use one designed specifically for typing as fast as possible and as efficiently as possible? He took the 5 vowels and put them under the left hand. He took the 5 most frequent consonants, put them under the right hand. And using just the home row, you can type about 5,000 English words. Why am I bringing this up in a Chinese lesson? The 10 most frequently used letters are right in that home row, and you never have to move your fingers away from it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to learn the 10 most common Chinese characters and make it so you're basically fluent using 10 words. Chinese is just that easy. No, I'm actually serious. Chinese grammar rules allow for some crazy things. Now, let me start by saying in all of these videos, I'm going to build on what we've learned in the previous videos. So if there's something you're like, wait, what is that? Unless I say you don't need to remember this or don't worry about it or just like I'm giving it to you for information, you can assume that it was taught in a previous video. So go take a look at the previous ones. So previously we learned the word ni, teacher tone, and it means you. Really commonly used, really useful. Now we're going to learn how to say I. Same teacher tone, except it's 我. No, not like that. Teacher tone, I said. 我. No. I said teacher tone. 我. Tones matter, remember? 我. So next we got our first angry word. Now I'm going to color code these words. 4th tone, angry tone, red. Angry, red. That way you'll remember it. Whenever you see them in any of my videos, angry tone words will be red. That way you can remember without having to look it up again, and that way you'll kind of get an idea for it. You see the character, you're going to see red, you're going to be like, angry. So singing tone, or first tone, is high. It's up in the sky. So it's going to be blue. Blue tones, high tones, singing tone, first tone. Second tone, it's a question. So it's like a yellow light. You're about to run a yellow light and you're like, do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it? So question is yellow tone. Yeah, I'm going to run the yellow light. Third tone is going to be green. It's kind of, I don't know, it's going to be green because it has to be a color and I don't have any other analogies. So teacher tone, green. And like I said a second ago, angry tone, 4th tone. Now, 5th tone, we're going to do gray, because bored tone, gray, they're just, all the bored tone words are going to be gray. Got it? So, our next word, angry 4th tone, is sh. Now, it's an SH sound, just like English. But the ending sound is not so much in English. Sh. It's the pinging is SHI. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mostly just put the characters on screen, because you're going to have to learn them at some point, and try not to have to rely on seeing it phonetically written. Eventually, you're going to need to if you're going to type the words, but learn the character first. So, sh, 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 angry, sh. Are you going to do that? You're gonna, sh. It doesn't have to be so exaggerated. It's just kind of like a, sh, angry tone. As I mentioned earlier, Chinese doesn't really have strong grammar rules like we do in English. So, sh means is, are, am, like to be. It basically kind of means yes, because a lot of questions involve being something. So remember how I mentioned earlier that Chinese grammar rules are very lax? So in English, we got to worry about like I am, she is, you are. Like, you got a different word for all of them. Same word for every single one of them in Chinese. 是. So I can say 我是, 你是. I don't know why I'm pointing over here for 你. I was going to say he, and I realized we haven't learned it yet, so 你是, 你是, 我是. Now you can also flip it around. 是你,是我, it's you, it's me. Chinese grammar rules. Super easy. To recap, we got 我是,你是,是我,是你. So next is something that takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you get used to it, you'll realize how easy Chinese is. So there isn't really a word for yes or no. Instead, they've got a system where they repeat the verb. So, for example, if I was to ask you something like, I'm trying to look at my notes. What did I write down here? If I was trying to look at anything like, God damn it. Where am I? So if I was to ask you a question like, do you want this? You would respond, want. Or if I'd said something like, are you serious? You would go, are. So in this kind of situation, this is why if you look up in a dictionary what 是 means, oftentimes you're going to see that it means yes, but it doesn't always mean yes, because if the verb is different, you're not going to use that. But most of the time in a question like, are you serious? If you're going to say are, the word is 是, and that comes up quite often. So it kind of became synonymous with meaning yes, but it doesn't really mean yes the way it does in English. And that's our first 3 words. Yeah, this video is getting a little bit long, and I want to break it into more bite-sized pieces. If you're ready, just move right on to the next one. If not, I mean, when I say if not, like, make sure, I'm serious, that those tones are right. Not ni, shi, and wa. It's ni, shi, and wo. Like, seriously, make sure the tones are right. Make sure. And also, make sure to poo on that like button.
Just do it!
Sorry.